we've been sitting in this thing for about 17 minutes now. It feels like we've known each other for life. What I want you to do is go ahead and add a little power, line up the airplane with the imaginary center line of our runway, and just slide your feet to the bottoms of the pedals at this point so we're not near the brakes. And again, welcome aboard. Today is a big day, March 1st. We'll bring the power to idle here. You're going to be flying a Boeing Stearman here at Fantasy of Flight. And again, my name is Rob back here. So do you see little wet runway markers kind of going by? Yeah. You will here. So what I want you to do when you're ready, just bring the power on in gently because it's still cold. Right. If you throw the power to it, it's going to sneeze and cough. And but just ease the power on in. Let the airplane speed on up. Keep the stick in neutral. The tail will fly first. We get her off the ground, and up we go at 75. All right. Whenever you're ready, let's go fly. You'll never forget today. Boeing Stearman. Awesome. There you go. Good. Push the power all the way forward. Commit to the takeoff. There you go. Looks good. Here comes the nose. Or the tail's come off the ground. Little right rudder. There you go. Bring the nose on up. Nice job. Now lower the nose for me. Give me 75 out of it.
And there's 75.
There we go. We'll bring the power back to about 1850.
Wow, this is awesome.
Right about there. Cool. Just maintain that speed. Let's make this right-hand turn. Lower that nose for me. You're going about 65. All right. And we'll go out to the right here. Now there's a harmonic vibration between engine and propeller above 1900 RPM, so we're going to make sure we stay out of that range. All right. And we'll roll the wings back to level here. And bring the nose on up. Good. Smooth today. And right about here, let's make a left-hand turn. We'll head up here to the north. We're going to be flying right over this big open pit mine. I think we're out of gunshot range of that guy over there. There we go, good. Now, if you look over the nose about 4 or 5 miles out there, maybe not even that far, 2 miles, this is good right here. We'll roll the wings back to level. That's where we're going. Right over the nose is open fields. Nothing but sod farms and cattle pastures, so it's a really, really nice place for us to fly.
All right.
Awesome. I was kind of excited. I looked at the weather report yesterday. They said partly cloudy in the morning, turning to overcast in the afternoon. Whenever I fly when it's overcast, it's a great sign. It means it's going to be nice and smooth. I love that. Now, right down below you to your right, you're going to see a road up here. That road is a north-south road. Where we're going to be flying at, everything is laid out in north, south, east, west section lines, fence lines, basically, so you can see which direction you're going. I want you to cross over this road, make a right-hand turn, follow that road to the north.
Okay.
There you go. Nice. Now look off your left. You see out here there's a fence line over there? That's the major one right there. It beats east and west. Let's make a left-hand turn. Let's go to the west. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to have you do some turns so you can get used to this thing as far as ailerons and stuff. There you go. Nice. Let's try one more to the right. Look down below, there's a little grass airport down there, you see it?
Yep. All right. All right.
Big old house down there too. Wow. And last but not least, we're coming up on the 1,000 feet here, Robert. Let's make one more left-hand turn and we'll head on out here to the west once again. And again, you can see on a left-hand turn, you don't have to use any left rudder. Now what we'll do is we'll just keep this climb going at 75. We'll head on up to 1,300 feet. There's really no reason to go any higher than that. It's all open fields out here. It just takes longer to get there, and it gets colder up there too. Pretty cool though, huh?
Oh yeah.
Again, I mentioned this on the ground. I think one of the reasons why this is such a great trainer is because of its speed. I mean, right now you're going 75. And even though going this slow, the controls feel pretty crisp, you know. It's not like it's sluggish or anything. There's 1,200 feet. And a little more power here. is looking outside the airplane for other aircraft that may be around here. We rarely see anybody out here. Generally, if you see aircraft in this area, they're a lot higher than what we are. All right, so here we are at about 1,300 feet. What I want you to do is lower the nose to what you think is level flight, and then bring the power back to about, 1,800 for now.
All right, well.
There you go, that's perfect right there. That's fine.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to omit some of the easy stuff because you've got a lot of experience, especially with that photography. I want you to look right ahead of the windscreen.
Yep.
Those are our wires. I want you to put that left wire parallel with the horizon and about 3 to 4 inches above the horizon.
All right.
And that'll be a level turn in the sky. Okay. Whenever you're ready, let's try one to your left.
All right.
Nice. You don't have to use any left rudder. You can look over your shoulder here. There's north-south section line right here, so that's 90 degrees. This will be 180. We'll do a 360, just keep it going around. So the Stearman would be a really nice airplane to get your private pilot's license in. You've got those wires up there, which makes it easy. And this would be a nice place because looking over the side, perfect. Your VSI says 0. We started at 13. We're still at 13. 270 degrees is here.
All right, so
there's your little, there's a line right there. There's a line right over, well, there's a line right here. Basically, when we're heading back to the west, great job. Let's try one to the right.
all right.
Same deal, put that right wire parallel with the horizon. And obviously on this one, you'll have to use a little right rudder. Very nice. And this will be 180. Now, Robert, unfortunately, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage just because of where you're sitting in the aircraft, because you're sitting right on the CG, but you're used to that with the Cessna. But you have to rely on looking at that turn and bank indicator. When you solo this airplane, you sit back here where I'm at, and you can really feel the airplane yawing to the left and right, so I don't really have to look at that little black ball because in essence my whole body now becomes that black ball. Cool, we'll roll the wings back to level. You feel comfortable?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's bring the power up just about 50 more RPM. There you go. Now go back to your left at 45 degrees. This is simple for you. Let's go a little steeper. Let's try 60. So 15 degrees more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. That's about 60 right there.
Yeah.
Look how much quicker this airplane turns when you add 15 more degrees of bank. Isn't that crazy?
Oh yeah.
270 degrees is here. 360 degrees is here. Awesome. Let's try one of those to the right.
Okay.
Same deal. Put that right wire parallel and then go 15 degrees beyond. 15, that's 90 degrees. 180 degrees is there. 270 degrees is here. 360 is here. We'll roll it on out and bring the power back to about 1750. Awesome. And we're still above 1,000. Love it. All right, the Lazy 8. Now, when you're like 80 years old, you're going to remember doing a Lazy 8 in a Stearman today. This is the best maneuver. These are fun to do because they're a coordination maneuver, and when you get your commercial pilot's license, this is one of the maneuvers you have to do. But today, we're going to be doing them. I call them lousy 8s because they're not real precise, but they are a lot of fun. What I'll do with you is I'm going to come on the controls with you. Okay, we're going to do one of these to the left together. I'll show you how to do it.
All right.
Then I'll have you do a series of these. So here I am. So we're going to lower the nose back to level flight. We'll bring the power up a little bit more. There, right about there. Now here's the key. We're going to start you out with about a 10-degree angle. All right, so 10 degrees to your left right there. That's all the angle of bank we're looking for. Nothing more than that.
All right.
We'll bring the nose up. Freeze the stick right here. Don't move the stick.
Yep. Don't
move your feet. Gravity will pull the nose through the horizon precisely at the 90-degree point. Listen to it. You'll hear it speed up. There's 90, there's 100, 110. All you have to do is just roll the wings back to level, bring the nose up, and you're going the other direction.
All right.
What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool? You like those?
Yeah.
All right. Airplane's yours. You can do those as shallow or as steep as you're comfortable with, Robert. Let's try one to your left. So a shallow angle of bank, bring the nose up. Good, hold that stick right there. Don't move anything. Listen to it, you can hear it slowing down. Here comes the nose down through the horizon there. Now listen to it. Start rolling it to your right and bring that nose on up. And you're going the other way. Nice. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's try one of those to the right. The only difference on this one is you have to use a little bit of right rudder pedal pressure over the top. All right, there's no one around you. Let's try one to your right. So shallow angle of bank, bring the nose up. Hold that stick right there. Now listen to it. She slows down. Add a little right rudder here over the top. Good. Speeding on up downhill. Start rolling it back to your left and bring that nose on up. Very nice.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, I got one more. I'm going to have you string those things together, a little test here. I want you to do one of those to the left, followed by one of those to the right. No stopping in between the two. Whenever you're ready, let's try it. So shallow angle of bank, bring it on up. Beautiful. Now listen to it. Up we go. It's just slowing down. There's 80, 75. Here comes the nose on its own. Nice job. Now listen to it. Let it speed up going downhill. Start rolling it to your right. Good. Roll it right on through. 10 degrees to your right. Bring the nose on up. Good. Downhill she comes. We'll roll the wings back to level. We'll bring that nose on up. Lazy 8 off by yourself. Now let's use some of this extra airspeed. We'll head on back up a little bit higher. Well, what do you think so far? Does this thing fly like you thought it was going to fly? Is it better? Is it worse? Easier? Harder? What do you think?
It's a lot better. It flies like a dream.
Yeah. It certainly does do that. And here we are back at 1,000. Cool. Now keep this in mind, back in World War II, you would have been expected to solo this airplane in between 8 and 12 hours of instruction. If you couldn't do that, they gave you 2 more hours of training. If you still couldn't solo it, they kicked you out. Not a big deal, but you know, to fly this thing is pretty simple, but I'll be honest with you, to land it on pavement in a crosswind is not fun at all. It doesn't matter how much time or experience you have, it is a handful. All right, I'm going to bring the carburetor heat to hot.
All right.
I would like you to bring the power back to about 1,300 RPM.
Okay.
All right. At this point, for this, at least this exercise, don't look at the instruments again. Go ahead and lower the nose for me. Put it into a shallow dive. There you go. Tell me when you can hear the whistle of the wind in the wires. If you can't hear it...
Right about now.
Okay. Right now you're going about almost 100 miles an hour. Bring the airplane back to level flight.
Okay.
All right. Bring the nose up some more. Listen to it. You can hear it slowing down. Now, when this thing stalls, hold the stick right where it's at. Don't push the stick forward. Bring the nose up some more. Come on back some more. Come on back. Come on back. There you go. Here's your stall and the Stearman right there. Pretty docile. And then gently bring the power back in and away you go. Now, unfortunately, we hit some bumps right before we stalled the thing, so it's kind of wallowing around a little bit. Generally, when you're in smooth air, it stalls straight ahead. But again, when you put that back into context, you had 12 hours of instruction. You're out practicing stalls. If it had any tendency to spin, it's going to not be a good trainer because it's going to hurt a lot of kids.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we'll roll the wings back to level here. Give me a little bit more power. All right, that's good. Now just bring the nose up for me a little bit. And what's kind of cool, your instructors talk to you about lift. Look out here on the wing. Look between the wing struts. Right above the stall, you're going to start seeing the fabric flap around. You can actually see the airflow departing from the airfoil. Go ahead and bring the nose on up. Tell me when you see that fabric flapping around. You see it there?
Oh, yeah.
And here's your stall right here. Let it fly, and then bring the nose on up. There you go. So you can actually, it's like a Discovery Channel type thing. You can actually see it happening on the wing.
That is cool.
One last thing I'll show you, and then you can kind of do whatever you want with it. But we'll roll the wings back to level. We'll do one more power off stall. And again, I mentioned this to you on the ground. Right above the stall, you start to smell the exhaust fumes coming into the cockpit. So go ahead and gently bring the power on back. And just lower the nose for me. Keep it flying until the power comes off. You want to come all the way back on the power. There you go. Now start bringing the nose on up. Tell me when you smell the exhaust fumes.
Oh yeah.
Smell it right there? And you're right on the stall. Here's your stall, right? Basically right there. Look at your VSI now. It's starting to fall. We're mushing on down. Look outside the plane. It's kind of starting to come down like a rock. All right, cool. Bring the power back in and away you go. So you know what? Flying is supposed to be fun. That's why we fly planes like this. It's a really, really stable airplane, as you found out. And especially when you fly over an area like this, it's certainly a lot of fun. Well, here's the deal. We got about 8 minutes left to go before we have to head back towards Fantasy of Flight. This is your opportunity to have some fun with this thing. So if you want to do some more steep turns or lazy eights, that's fine.